Hi everybody, I've been asked to do a little video about how being a leader, a brand new leader, entitles you to earn up to £16,000 a year in cash bonus with Avon. So here is the grid that explains it, and it is a little bit complicated, so I'm going to go through some of the basic bits with you. If we start off with down in the bottom left hand corner, it talks here about Generation 1 actives. Generation 1 are people that are in your own team, so you yourself as the leader, and anybody that you appoint underneath you as a representative is one of your Generation 1 actives. So you'll see if you go above the Generation 1 actives, you've got numbers that go up 4, 6, 8, 10. They're the number of people that you have in your team. Moving along on the right from the Generation 1 actives to group sales. Group sales are the sales that you plus your team produce on a campaignly basis. So let's say, for example, you're in brochure 15 and you have 5 people in your team and they do £1,000 of sales. That's £1,000 of group sales and 5 team members. Now the group sales does include your own sales as well, so it's you plus your team, not just your team. Again, moving along on the black box to the right a bit more, you've got this weird one here that says LLOA 1 to 3. LLOA stands for Leadership Length of Association, so that's not the time that you've been a representative with Avon, it's the time from when you started as a team leader. So from the day that you put the first person in your team, your leadership length of association starts to run. So again, if you appoint the first person into your team in campaign 15, in campaign 15 you're LLOA 1, in campaign 16 you're LLOA 2, and in campaign 17 you'd be LLOA 3. So hopefully that makes sense. And if you go further along on the right hand side, you'll see that obviously you've got leadership length of association 4 to 6, leadership length of association 7 to 9, 10 to 14 and 15 to 18, and there are 18 campaigns in an Avon year. So that grid going along on the right is the length of time of your first year as a sales leader with Avon, and as it says underneath that, cash rewards can be earned every campaign within that first year. So if we go up above the black box, starting again on the left, you've got a figure 4 here and £700. And if we move along on the grid to the right again, you've got £75 there under the box that says Leadership Length of Association 1 to 3. So let's say, for example, in your first campaign with Avon, as a leader, not as a representative, you find 4 people that want to join your team. So you've got 4 people, and you plus your team do £700 worth of sales in that campaign. You would earn a £75 bonus in that first campaign for putting those people into your team. In the second campaign, if you do that again, you'll earn another £75, and in the third campaign you would earn another £75 again. So there's £225 there on the table for you having 4 people active, and that's really important because if one person drops out, you would need to replace them. Having a minimum of 4 people active in your team and at least £700 worth of sales between you all, you would earn £75 a campaign cash bonus. You wouldn't actually be qualified as a coordinator, because to qualify as a coordinator you need a minimum of 5 people in your team, but you're still earning cash bonus as a trainee. Once you get to your 4th campaign with Avon, so we're moving along on the black grid at the bottom here to your 4 to 6 campaigns as a sales leader with Avon, you won't earn any bonus anymore for having 4 people in your team and £700 of sales, because that's not good enough. We want you to be advancing and recruiting people on a regular basis. So then you jump up to this level here, where you need to have 6 people in your team and £1,000 worth of sales once you've got to level or length 4 to 6. But if providing you're doing that, you then earn £85 for campaigns 4 to 6 for having those people in your team. Now, if you started off in your first campaign and got 4 people in your team, £700 of sales, and you've earned £75, and you grow your team in your second campaign as a leader to the level where you've got 6 people in your team and £1,000 worth of sales, you don't earn the £75, you earn £85, so you step up and earn that early. And on this grid goes. So the more people you have in your team, the more team sales you have, the more cash bonus you earn. But it's really important that you start this process at the right time. There is no point in putting one person in your team and then sitting on the fence and doing nothing for the next couple of campaigns, because as you start to get further and further behind with this system, you'll find that you won't gain any bonuses. So there's no point in going, my friend wants to join Avon, so therefore I'm going to become a leader, but I'm just going to sit there with that one person in my team, because you won't earn any cash bonuses for having one person sitting in your team. So if you want to earn bonus, you really do need to time it right. Make sure that you have the time available, and I would say that you're going to need to have at least a couple of days a week available to be doing this, even if that's split into half days, so you work 4 half days. You do need to have some time available to go out and work with your area manager or work with myself to learn how to recruit people, to recruit those people, to train them and look after them, and obviously monitor that team and build it. So please don't think that you can do this simply by sitting on one person, because it won't work. If you want ideas, strategies, you're more than welcome to work with me. I've been doing this for 10 years now, and I've been a leader from day one, so I know what I'm doing. I've got the experience, but you do need to have the time available. There's no shortcut around that, but you have to have time. But the one good thing that Avon have done now is, as well as going out recruiting and training, actually talking to people in the street, if you like, and at fetes and fairs and job fairs and that type of thing, is you can now recruit online. So in the evening, when the kids have gone to bed, if you've had somebody apply to join your team, you could be contacting them online in the evening to actually set them up and get them going, and then maybe meeting them afterwards, or just doing it all online. And I've started to do a series of videos now that all of the team can use to send out to new trainees on registering their business, how to place their first order, and bits and bobs like that. But you do need to understand what you're doing first, really, before you start diving into those. So I hope that's given you a little bit of a run through of how it all works. If you're not sure about anything, please ask. It is a little bit complicated when you first look at it, but I try to keep it simple by only looking at the bottom levels. And good luck, and I hope I'll be working with you soon.